Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. I cannot provide you with a tutorial on how to break into dark web accounts or conduct ADO attacks. Providing such information would be illegal and unethical. It would enable malicious activities and potentially harm individuals and organizations. However, I can offer a comprehensive explanation of account takeover, ADO, attacks, including those originating from the dark web, and outline security measures to prevent them. This information is for educational purposes and is aimed at helping you understand the threats and defend against them. Understanding account takeover, ADO, attacks. Account takeover, ADO, is a form of identity theft where an attacker gains unauthorized access to a user's account. This access allows the attacker to perform actions as if they were the legitimate owner, including stealing financial information, credit card details, bank account information, cryptocurrency wallets, fraudulent purchases, buying goods or services using the victim's funds, identity theft, impersonating the victim for malicious purposes, data theft, accessing and stealing sensitive personal data, spreading malware, using the compromised account to distribute malicious software to the victim's contacts, reputation damage, posting inappropriate content, damaging the victim's personal or professional reputation, password reset, resetting the victim's password to permanently lock them out of their account. 2. The dark web's role in ADO attacks. The dark web is a breeding ground for ADO attacks because it provides a platform for trading compromised credentials, stolen usernames, passwords, and other login information are bought and sold on dark web marketplaces. These credentials are often obtained through data breaches, phishing scams, and malware infections. Selling ADO tools and services. Attackers can purchase specialized tools and services designed to automate ADO attacks, such as credential stuffing bots and password cracking software. Anonymity. The dark web provides a degree of anonymity that makes it difficult to track and prosecute criminals involved in ADO attacks. Targeting specific industries. Dark web forums often discuss vulnerabilities and attack strategies for specific industries, allowing attackers to focus their efforts on high-value targets. 3. Common ADO attack techniques. Credential stuffing. This involves using lists of usernames and passwords obtained from data breaches to attempt to log into accounts on other websites. Attackers assume that many people reuse the same passwords across multiple platforms. This is a major source of ADO attacks facilitated by credentials acquired from the dark web. How it works. 1. Data breach. A large data breach exposes millions of usernames and passwords. 2. Dark web trade. This data is sold on dark web marketplaces. 3. Credential list compilation. Attackers purchase these lists and compile them into large databases. 4. Automated login attempts. Specialized credential stuffing bots automatically try to log into websites using the username/password combinations from the lists. These bots often use proxies and CAPTCHA bypass techniques to avoid detection. 5. Successful takeover. If a username/password combination works, the attacker gains access to the account. Phishing. Attackers create fake websites or send emails that mimic legitimate organizations. They trick users into entering their login credentials, which are then stolen. Spear phishing targets specific individuals with personalized emails, making the attacks more convincing. Brute force attacks. Attackers use automated software to try every possible combination of usernames and passwords until they find the correct one. This is often used against weak or easily guessable passwords. Keyloging malware installed on a victim's computer records every keystroke, including usernames and passwords. This information is then sent to the attacker. Man in the middle, MITM, attacks attackers intercept communication between a user and a website, stealing login credentials as they are transmitted. This often happens on unsecured Wi-Fi networks. Session hijacking attackers steal a user's session cookie, allowing them to impersonate the user and access their account without needing the password. Social engineering attackers manipulate users into revealing their login credentials or other sensitive information through psychological manipulation. SIM swapping attackers trick a mobile carrier into transferring a victim's phone number to a SIM card under their control. This allows them to intercept SMS-based two-factor authentication, 2FA, codes and takeover accounts. Malware installing malware on a user's device to steal cookies, passwords, or other credentials. 4. Code example, illustrative, not for malicious use. Credential stuffing simulation, Python. Disclaimer: this code is provided for educational purposes only. It is a simplified simulation of a credential stuffing attack and should never be used to attack real websites. Conducting unauthorized attacks is illegal and unethical. Using proxies, CAPTCHA solving, and rate-limiting bypass techniques would be required to make it effective in a real-world scenario, but I am not including those elements. This is a very basic example. Explanation: 1 login_URL, this variable must be replaced with the actual login URL of the target website. Use a safe test environment only. Never target real websites without permission. The example uses https://hbben.org/post, which is a website designed for testing HTTP requests. It simply echoes back the data you send it. 2 credentials, this is a list of dictionaries, where each dictionary contains a username and password. This is where the stolen credentials would be stored. Never use real credentials. Generate fake credentials for testing. 3 attempt_login, username, password. This function sends a post request to the login_URL with the provided username and password. It then checks the response from the server to determine if the login was successful. The logic for determining success/failure is highly dependent on the specific target website. You'll need to inspect the website's login form and the server's response to understand how it works. The example checks for a status code of 200. 4 main loop *. The main loop iterates through the credentials list and calls the attempt_login function for each username/password combination. A short delay is added between login attempts to simulate a real-world attack and avoid overwhelming the server, and potentially getting your IP address blocked. Important considerations: real-world credential stuffing attacks are much more sophisticated. They use proxies to hide the attacker's IP address, CAPTCHA bypass techniques to solve CAPTCHAs, and rate-limiting bypass techniques to avoid being blocked by the website. They also often use specialized software designed specifically for credential stuffing. This code is a simplified example for educational purposes only. It is not intended to be used to attack real websites. Using this code to attack real websites could result in legal consequences. Websites have security measures in place to prevent credential stuffing attacks. These measures include rate limiting, limiting the number of login attempts from a single IP address. CAPTCHAs, requiring users to solve CAPTCHAs before logging in. Account lockout, locking accounts after multiple failed login attempts. Multi-factor authentication, MFA, requiring users to provide multiple forms of authentication. Asterisk password complexity requirements. Asterisk enforcing strong password policies. Asterisk monitoring login attempts. Asterisk detecting and blocking suspicious login activity. V prevention and mitigation strategies for ADO attacks. Defending against ADO attacks requires a multi-layered approach that combines technical controls, user education, and proactive monitoring. A. User education. Asterisk promote strong passwords. Educate users about the importance of using strong, unique passwords for each of their accounts. Encourage the use of password managers. Phishing awareness training. Train users to recognize and avoid phishing emails and websites. Security hygiene. Educate users about the importance of keeping their software up to date and avoiding suspicious downloads. Be wary of clicking unknown links. Never click links in emails or messages from unknown senders. Always verify the legitimacy of websites before entering personal information. B. Technical controls. Multi-factor authentication, MFA. Implement MFA for all sensitive accounts. MFA adds an extra layer of security by requiring users to provide a second factor of authentication, such as a code from a mobile app or a fingerprint scan. Password complexity requirements. Enforce strong password policies that require users to create passwords that are at least 12 characters long and include a mix of uppercase and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Account lockout. Lock accounts after a certain number of failed login attempts. Rate limiting. Limit the number of login attempts from a single IP address. CAPTCHAs. Use CAPTCHAs to prevent automated login attempts. Web application firewall, WAF. Deploy a WAF to protect against web-based attacks, such as SQL injection and cross-site scripting, XSS. Behavioral biometrics. Use behavioral biometrics to detect unusual login behavior. This involves analyzing factors such as typing speed, mouse movements, and location to identify suspicious activity. Device fingerprinting. Identify and track devices used to access accounts. This can help detect when an attacker is using a different device to log in. IP reputation. Use IP reputation databases to identify and block traffic from known malicious IP addresses. Threat intelligence. Subscribe to threat intelligence feeds to stay informed about the latest ADO attack techniques and trends. Compromised credential monitoring. Monitor dark web marketplaces and other sources for compromised credentials that may be associated with your users. Services can alert you when credentials linked to your domain appear in breaches. Implement a Have I Been Pwned integration. Warn users if their email address or password has been found in a data breach. Services like Have I Been Pwned allow you to check against known compromised credentials. See Security Monitoring and Incident Response. Log monitoring. Monitor logs for suspicious login activity, such as multiple failed login attempts, logins from unusual locations, or logins from new devices. Anomaly detection. Use anomaly detection techniques to identify unusual patterns of behavior that may indicate an ADO attack. Incident response plan. Develop an incident response plan that outlines the steps to take in the event of an ADO attack. Regular security audits. Conduct regular security audits to identify and address vulnerabilities in your systems. Specific measures against credential stuffing. Implement bot detection. Use sophisticated bot detection techniques to identify and block credential stuffing bots. This can involve analyzing HTTP headers, user agent strings, and other factors to identify automated traffic. Rate limiting with adaptive thresholds. Implement rate limiting that adjusts dynamically based on the user's behavior and the overall traffic patterns. Honeypots. Use honeypots to attract and trap attackers. A honeypot is a fake login page or API endpoint that is designed to look like a legitimate target. When an attacker tries to access the honeypot, it can trigger an alert. 2FA enforcement. Strongly encourage or even require 2FA/MFA for all users. While SIM swapping is a risk, it's still more difficult than a simple username/password compromise. 6. A practical example of implementing a rate limiter, Python and Redis. This example uses Redis, an in-memory data store, to implement a simple rate limiter. Explanation. 1. Redis connection. The code connects to a Redis server. You'll need to have Redis installed and running. 2. Rate_limit, IP_address, This function checks if the given IP address has exceeded the rate limit. It uses Redis to store the request count for each IP address. It uses the IP address as a key in Redis. Example rate \_limit 127.0.0.1. Redis_client.increased, key, increments the counter associated with that IP. If the key doesn't exist, it creates it and sets the initial value to 1. Redis_client.expire, key, time_window, sets the key to expire after time_window seconds, 1 minute. This ensures that the rate limit resets after a certain period. Redis_client.ttl, key, returns the number of seconds until the key expires, time to live. This is used to inform the client when they can try again. 3. API endpoint, /API. This is a simple API endpoint that is protected by the rate limiter. Request.remote_address, gets the client's IP address from the request. In a production environment, you might need to use request.headers.get, x forwarded for, if you're behind a proxy. The rate_limit, function is called to check if the IP is allowed to make the request. If allowed, the API returns a success message. Otherwise, it returns a 429 too many requests error. To run this example 1. Install Redis You'll need to have Redis installed. Follow the instructions on the Redis website. 2. Install Python dependencies 3. Run the Python script 4. Test the API open a web browser or use curl to make requests to http://127.0.0.1:5000/API. If you make more than 5 requests within a minute, you'll get a 429 error. Important considerations This is a very basic rate limiter in a real-world application. You might need to use more sophisticated techniques, such as sliding window rate limiting. This provides more accurate rate limiting by considering the time window from the current request, rather than fixed windows. Distributed rate limiting. If you have multiple servers, you'll need to use a distributed rate limiter, example using Redis cluster, to ensure that the rate limits are enforced consistently across all servers. Different rate limits for different endpoints. You might want to apply different rate limits to different API endpoints, depending on their sensitivity and resource usage. Production-ready rate limiting solutions are available. Libraries and services like Flask Limiter, for Flask, and cloud-based API gateways, like AWS API Gateway, Azure API Management, Google Cloud Endpoints, provide more robust and scalable rate limiting capabilities. These solutions often include features like IP address whitelisting/blacklisting, quota management, and detailed logging. Redis configuration. In a production environment, you should configure Redis for persistence, to prevent data loss in case of a server failure, and security, example using a strong password. 7. Additional recommendations. Stay informed. Keep up to date on the latest ATO attack trends and techniques by following security blogs, attending security conferences, and subscribing to threat intelligence feeds. Implement a security awareness program. Educate your employees and customers about the risks of ATO attacks and how to protect themselves. Partner with security experts. Consider partnering with security experts to help you assess your risk of ATO attacks and implement appropriate security measures. Test your defenses. Regularly test your defenses against ATO attacks through penetration testing and red teaming exercises. This detailed explanation provides a thorough understanding of ATO attacks, the dark web's role, common techniques, and most importantly, how to prevent and mitigate these threats. Remember that security is an ongoing process, and it requires continuous monitoring, adaptation, and improvement to stay ahead of the evolving threat landscape. Focus on defense and ethical security practices.